Hey people, we should be live. I'm just putting a few things into my backpack here. Today is Monday, September 25th. It is 4:29 p.m. I see some people in the chat already. Rain Eyes, Janine, George is here. Travel Fun 69 says iPhone ups instead of his patented trademarked big ups. What's up, Jeff? I Like to Walk is here. Marge is here. Vivian Johnson, our CEO, is here. Toronto Tech and Transit. Henry saying, good day, Johnny and friends. Can't wait for the stream. Hello, Henry. Henry is a prolific Toronto live streamer. Marie Palmer's here. David Victor, Sheena Roberts, Mark D, and everyone else. Thanks for joining in. Deborah Ball. Squeaky Wheel. Jeanette Morales is here. So thanks for tuning in. I think I've got everything put away here. So I am testing out the iPhone 15 Pro live streaming for the first time. I've also got the DJI Mic plugged into the USB-C port on the iPhone. So a lot of firsts going on here. Taking full advantage of the iPhone's USB-C capability. Looks like my t-shirt is sagging. I've got the microphone clipped to the top, but there's a look at the selfie cam. As per settings, we're rocking 1080p, 6000 bitrate, of course, 30 frames per second. I'm using PRISM streaming software. I've got it set to adaptive bitrate, and for the microphone, we've got it on the DJI Mic. Henry from Toronto Tech and Transit did a few live streams already on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I think this is the first one just live streaming on the regular one. Mike Landry, $3. Mike Landry, thank you so much for the super sticker, Mike. So this is the regular lens, and we've got a 2x zoom here. And I think I can go way in. I can go all the way to 6x. Although that makes it really hard to keep steady. I think that's using the 3x to do that. But hopefully the quality looks good. As you know, I'm a bit obsessed with quality sometimes. And that's why I switched from using this phone, the Galaxy S20 FE, as my live streaming device to the iPhone 12, just for that little uptick in quality that it brought. So I've taken the plunge to the 15 Pro. So for this one, we're just going to be going for a walk, maybe down to Harvard Street. I kind of want to walk east. I want to walk away from the sun, and that'll lead us in towards U of T. I'm just going to cross the street here. This is Dover Court. We are just north of Bloor Street. I just finished recording a walk. Is it 5G? No, I'm using LTE. LTE is plenty fast for live streaming. And a lot of streamers, at least on previous iPhones, including my iPhone 12, have reported there's hiccups when they use 5G. It also sucks the battery life quite a bit. So I've got my screen here on full blast in terms of brightness. I started this one at around 98% battery life. So this will give me an idea as to what the battery life will be under not quite extreme conditions. It's not super hot or super cold. That's when it'll be really tested, but with the brightness all the way up. And unlike my iPhone 12, even though the sun is bearing down directly on me, I can read the chat with my sunglasses. This almost makes it worthwhile alone. Talk to anyone live streaming and the sun is their enemy. It makes it really hard to see the screen. Thank you very much for that super chat, Mike, to kick things off. Albert says amazing live stream, high video quality. And audio, yeah, the audio is being handled by the DJI Mic system. Squeaky Wheel says the quality is booming. Yeah, I had an idea it was going to be pretty good when I saw Henry's live stream. Henry streamed on the 15 Pro Max, and his quality was phenomenal. So I was hoping that we'd be kind of in for more of that. The only real difference between this and that phone, other than the screen and battery size, is the iPhone 15 Pro Max has a different zoom lens. It's 5 times, just the regular Pro is 3. And I committed last night on my Johnny Stumbles live stream over on the Johnny Stumbles channel when I unboxed this. So if you're curious as to what the unboxing experience was like, I picked it up Saturday and I opened it up on live stream. You can check that out over on the other channel. Don't forget to give a sub and a like there as well. But I vowed to use this as my personal phone for the entire month of October. So I'm going to take the SIM card out of this phone and pop it into the iPhone. And I'm going to load up my WhatsApp and get Apple Wallet full and all my regular apps. So I'll be taking that challenge. I don't know if I'll probably do all that on the Johnny Stumbles channel. But I started off with Android with a Galaxy S1, then I bought a Galaxy S2, then I bought a Galaxy Note, all in consecutive years when I lived in Korea. And then when I moved back to Canada, I had a Nexus 5, then I had a OnePlus One with that sandstone back, the best body of any smartphone ever. Then I had a Nexus 6P, then I had a Galaxy S8 Plus, and then I had a Galaxy S20 FE, well, a couple of Galaxy S20 FEs. And I picked up an iPhone 12 purely for live streaming. And now that iPhone 12 is a dedicated webcam for me. That's its only purpose right now. Crikey says I can't tell the difference. Hopefully things look good. Because once I started kind of thumbing through iOS, I gotta tell you, I kind of filled up with regret and I realized how much I hate iOS. My 3-year-old S20 FE feels snappier to me. Feels a lot more natural in terms of navigating it where things are. Of course, I've customized the hell out of it, which is kind of the point of Android. And as a daily phone, I think I'm gonna vastly prefer this, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a month with the dark side and we'll see what happens. Kevin says my first cell phone was a pager. But we are heading east on the south side of Bloor Street. Now I can open a used Galaxy store. All those old phones had batteries that kind of bloated. So hopefully the visual upgrade is better. Someone's saying iOS is so much better than Android. I strongly disagree with that. It is absolutely a word that starts with R that I can't rearrange the icons on my home screen to put things down near the bottom. Everything has to kind of stack in order. It's also really stupid where a lot of the settings are buried. Like, why is ProMotion buried under accessibility if I want to turn it into 60 hertz? The whole thing just kind of drives me nuts, but anyways, I'll try to get used to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go south at Ossington. I just recorded a walk along the stretch of Bloor Street. So we'll walk along Herbert Street. Squeaky Wheel says the colors are spot on. Good to hear. And the last live stream I did started at Christie Pitts, which is just east of here, and then I went east on Bloor. So I don't want to follow the same route as that one anyways. So let's go right here at Ossington. Ossington Station is just to the north. And we'll take this down to Hubbard. RD prefers Android too. Who knows, maybe I'll be singing a different tune in a month from now. But I've tried to live with my iPhone 12 when I traveled, when I put an eSIM in it. And I couldn't go back to Android fast enough. Pras is loving the dynamic range. It's good that that camera system is coming through on a live stream, because this is using what's called the RTMP protocol, which is not the best. It's kind of a really ancient way of transmitting data, but YouTube isn't set up for SRT, which is more compressed, so you get a much better picture quality over a higher bitrate. What some live streamers do is they send an SRT signal to a server or their desktop, and then they relay that to YouTube over a wired connection, and they're able to stream in really high quality. But I'm just going straight from the phone to the YouTubes. Smitty says the new Pixel comes out next month. All right, let's go wide here. There we go. And if you're new to the stream, I don't normally talk about what I'm streaming with so much, but it's kind of the theme of this one. New toy. I live stream 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a week. I'm gonna have to try this out. This phone is a little heavier than my 12, so I'm gonna have to try it out on the chest mount on the e-bike and e-scooter and see if it bounces around anymore. There's the selfie camera. I did something stupid. I bought a screen protector that covers the dynamic island. What I should have done is bought a screen protector that had a punch-out hole over the camera. And the reason for that is I just covered up an expensive camera lens with cheap plastic, basically. Total Root says the wide angle looks nice. I wonder if we go in between, if I punch in a little bit. How is that for kind of in between the standard lens and the wide angle lens? There's obviously a bit of a digital zoom or crop going on. I'm not sure exactly what the software is doing, but this is at 0.8. Brad Palmer is here. Hello, Brad Palmer. I saw that you went live yesterday. And we're back to just the regular angle. So if you're just tuning in, we are heading south on Ossington Avenue. I could go all the way to College, but I kind of want to go along Harvard. It's been a while since I've walked along there. And this area is to the west of downtown. Let's try it looking directly into the sun. There's no way it's going to handle this well. Pras says it's not that great in between zooms. Thanks for letting me know. Although Squeaky Wheel says, I like this view a lot. Jennifer Gala in the house. I'm thinking of just recording a regular walking video with this as well, just to see what that's like. I'm also recording a backup video to the phone, so I'll have a copy of this live stream in higher quality if anything worth turning into like a YouTube short happens. I can clip it in higher quality. There's a 63 Ossington bus. Squeaky Wheel says the in-between view was better. Well, let's go to wide angle here. Henry, if you're there, which one do you prefer? Nigel says TV broadcast quality, in your opinion? I think at nighttime we're still going to get those little dancing green orbs that infect iPhones in low light. Maybe I'll have to buy an S23 Ultra with its bigger sensors and use those for low light streams and this for daylight. Intuitive Imprint says, good afternoon, Johnny. Camera looks great. Thank you. Does the phone get hot when recording? I don't know. I haven't used it enough. My iPhone 12 wouldn't really heat up that much. Henry says he prefers the 1X main camera when in the shadows or low light. Yeah, it's a bigger sensor. It lets in more. The wide angle definitely is not as good in low light. So good call on that, Henry. So we're gonna head along Harvard here. I should have walked down Rusholme Avenue. But this gives me a chance to do Harvard from end to end. Do the entire length of Harvard. Dave in Bangor, Maine says, great picture, thank you. Alejandro says, today I saw a video on how to save a video. Yeah, I actually just put in a SD card reader with a USB-C connector and an SD card into my phone. And I was able to record ProRes directly into it, like a 4K 60 ProRes file. Not that I ever have any need for ProRes. I only upload YouTube videos, but it's neat to know I can record externally, and that's one of the reasons why I got the 256 gig model. I didn't think I would need more capacity than that. David Clippard. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Valerie says the days are getting shorter indeed. Oh, we get a super chat rolling in. Marge, $5 a deposit for your next toy. Thank you, Marge. Thank you so much for the $5. I don't know what the next toy will be, but I'm kind of eyeing an S24 Ultra when that comes out. To take over as the personal phone. Can I do some backflips? No, Jennifer Gala ordered the USB-C Samsung thumb drive. I haven't tested that yet. I just tested an SD card reader with my normal SanDisk Extreme. I'm gonna crack that open. So this is kind of an underappreciated, underrated part of town along Harvard Street. It's not quite a main street per se, but it's not exactly minor either. There'll be a lot of businesses and stuff coming up. It'll also cut through the heart of the University of Toronto's campus. But thank you again, Marge, and thank you, Mike, before that. I'm curious, Henry. We'll have to get together sometime and do a collab. And I want to compare your selfie camera to mine because I've got mine covered up with that screen protector. And I'm not too impressed with the quality of it, but I suspect that might be the reason. Vivian says, hi to all. Your chat is acting up. That sadly has been happening on YouTube somewhat lately. Anarchist posters, 100 for 40, 300 for 100 at mgolding.ca. Free advertisement for those people. And we are at Shaw Street. And there's the 94 Wellesley bus. That'll be going to Ossington Station. Henry says, nice bump in quality. Then I'm walking on the sunny side of the sidewalk. Trying to do some push-ups. What do I look like, Xanta? There was another bare knuckle push-up guy we used to see usually around college. I wonder what's happened to that guy. Pat75, thanks so much for helping Jaycation and me. Pat75, thank you so much for your super chat. Jaycation, who has an awesome travel channel, was in town on Friday night, and he was live streaming with Pat, who seems like a super friendly guy. It was fun to hang out in the chat of his stream. Good to see you. And if you're ever in Toronto sometime, Pat, feel free to say hi. Thank you again for the super and the support. There's a Buddhist temple to the north of here. So this is Crawford Street. Image quality looks tight, thank you. Am I using a gimbal? Yeah, I'm using the Moza Mini MX. The reason why I switched to this gimbal over the DJI Osmo I was using was this one handles more weight. I don't know how the new Osmo gimbals do. But this one I could balance a heavier setup, like when I had to plug in a battery pack, something I don't really do anymore these days. Pat says, nice quality stream, thank you. Janine says, I am not seeing that dollar sign, and my family and I are so grateful for what Johnny does. No need to send anything, Janine. I'm just grateful that you're here watching. If you want to thank me, hit the like button. I was just kind of excited to get a chance to put this phone to the test. We are at Montrose Avenue, which is being resurfaced here. Zach McNally upping his channel membership. Thank you, Zach McNally. And during the last live stream, Clifford Taylor and Herman Huang gifted a couple of memberships. Thank you, guys. Ryan says, how can you afford rent in Toronto, especially by yourself? 2 words, rent control. I got into my apartment back in like 2014. Johnny, I finally started my channel. I used to comment as Independent Mind Squeaky Wheel. All right, we'll pop into a Sunday night Stumble stream and we can take a look at your channel on the stream. I like to hang out from home on Sunday night. Hello, Paula Hicks. Kevin says, I can see a disturbance in the force. But it's not the iPhone microphones you're listening to. I like using the DJIs. So this here is an old bridge, or the remnants of it. The Garrison Creek used to run underneath here. And this bridge was built to cross it, but then the city just decided to fill it in. So this is all that's left of the bridge. There is bridge buried over on the other side. There's also some buried bridge remnants to be found down by Trinity Bellwoods Park. 21st Century Visit says rent control is good. To be honest, it was the reason why I was able to start my YouTube channel full-time. I wasn't quite making enough money doing it part-time to cover all my costs. But it was low enough that I didn't consider it a huge risk to quit my very stable job and do this. But I definitely feel for the people that are not living in pre-2018 buildings paying rent. You're at the mercy of an insane housing market. So this is Grace Street. So we could go north here, right up to Koreatown. on the north side of Bloor, Grace becomes Christie. I'm going to keep going along Harvard here. Beat the Heat, Sweetie Pie ice cream. We're 25 minutes in, I've got the screen at 100% and battery is 85%. And I started at around 98, 99%. Coming up is Clinton Street. At some point, I'm gonna pull over and have a cold drink. I've got one in my backpack waiting for me. Free live music. See you at Toronto's open mics. Transac. Transac is in Kensington Market. Crikey, yeah, there was. I was a bit occupied, unfortunately, this afternoon. I wasn't able to get out there, but there is another one coming up in, I think, on September 24th. All right, let's see if I can zoom in on those tall buildings way off in the distance. Ooh, we went right in on those. That is 6 times. Holy shit, that guy on his bike is very far away, but he looked pretty big out of nowhere. Rain says, stay hydrated, thank you. Will do. Kevin says, cold beer. No. It's just sparkling water. Although I do finally have a fresh supply of beer in my fridge. Hey, a tiny mattress. And here's a guy with a GoPro on his helmet. Wonder if he's making a video. That's not a GoPro. I have no idea what kind of camera that was. That was Clinton Street I just walked past. Bill Chow says 2 good things about my apartment: rent control and near Yonge and Eglinton. Living near a major subway stop is pretty handy. Hello, Anthony. Hope you're doing well. Didn't Drake grow up here? South Forest Hill. Okay, Valerie Rogers sent me a super chat apparently, and I missed it. I apologize for that. But huge thanks to Ken Continuum for catching that. He just sent me a message. Sorry, Valerie, if I missed it. I'm scrolling up to see if I can find it. Unfortunately, the software doesn't keep her running. Notice, Valerie Rogers, men never grow up. They just get more expensive toys. Thank you, Valerie. And shout out to the Ken Continuum for catching that, but thanks, Valerie, so much. I apologize I missed it. The chat can roll by pretty fast sometimes, but huge thanks to Ken as well for catching that. Kristen Claire says the mic sounds good. I've got the mic clipped, not clipped, I've got it, I use the magnet here and the wind muff. Whoops. I just started recording on the mic, but it definitely, I think, sounds better. Pat says she just stated fact that us men don't grow up. Yeah, I'm 42 and I've got more smartphones than I know what to do with. There's a PS5 under the TV. There's a Dreamcast under the TV. And if you looked into my closet, it's like, have you purchased clothes in the last few years? No. I don't care about that. Let me buy some toys. David Clippert says hello to Mr. Continuum. As we're about to cross the street here. at the Harvard Collegiate Institute. And we're about to go by Central Tech pretty soon. Marge says in the stable of e-scooters. I've got a new e-scooter built. And the company that sent it to me, I owe them a video on it. But I've taken it out for a few rides now. I want to get a bit of a feel for it before I start talking about it. How it handles, how it brakes, if there's any rattles or vibrations. How good the light works at night. It's not going to be a review, but I don't want to just use it for the first time on a video. So I think maybe Wednesday or Thursday I'll record that video and it'll be up probably early next week or later this week. Jellybean, $5. Thank you, Jellybean, for the $5. El mucho apreciado. Thank you, Jellybean. Stephanie M is here. Anthony says super chat alert. And we are coming up upon Palmerston Avenue. Kristen Claire says, quick question if you don't mind. Your night streams look really good. Do you turn off image stabilization at night or leave it? You know, I've only night streamed like once in the past while. In PRISM, I don't turn off stabilization, I leave it on standard, so the lowest one. Electronic stabilization that is stronger does suffer big time in low light, especially if you look at like a GoPro or a DJI Action, where they have like their rock steady and hyper smooth stabilization built into the camera. They effectively don't work at night. Whoever can figure out electronic stabilization at night is going to have a lot of customers on their hands. But Henry, what do you use at night? Do you just leave it on standard on the gimbal? I think anything more than that, and it's definitely going to struggle.
That's what I'm telling Amanda.
And we're here at Palmerston. Boo Boys Vlog says, hi Johnny, my pleasure to see you in person in one of the events at City Hall. Well, it's good to have seen you as well. I'm not sure I remember everything. I'll do my best to try to recall that. There's a look up Palmerston. This is a gorgeous residential street. On your Brave 7, is that the Akaso Brave 7? I think my next camera purchase might be the Action 4. It doesn't overheat and glitch out like GoPros. Be kind of ideal for those driving videos. Someone took an iPhone 15 apart and basically destroyed it. Oh, that is Jerry rig everything, I believe, right? Yeah, Henry, probably the gimbal is the saving grace there. But we'll do a night stream at some point to test this out. But if you're curious, you can see Henry's night stream from the other night. He went through Nuit Blanche. And we are at Markham Street. Oh, that is gorgeous. No wonder why she's taking a picture underneath that tree. I'm not normally a stop and smell the roses kind of person, but look at that. Most beautiful residential street in the city, maybe? Crikey says, do I install a screen protector on my phones or do I get someone to do it for me? The answer to that is I go naked. No case, No screen protector. Live on the wild side. It just feels so much better. This phone's 3 years old, doesn't really have a scratch on it. Although on the iPhone, I did the screen protector myself, but I buy those guided ones where literally like a little frame clips around your phone and you just drop the screen protector on it and lightly rub your finger over it. There's only one tiny little air bubble that I couldn't get out, but I don't mind it being there. Squeaky Wheel says thumbnail. I like this thumbnail of the iPhone shooting me lasers. And you can see the old Mervish village straight ahead up this laneway. And those new apartment buildings going up. Billy T says Weeping Willow. And this is Bathurst Street. Central Tech High School will just be on the left. Use my cell phone videos. For videos, no, I use the DJI Pocket 2. But apparently, a DJI Pocket 3 has been spotted being tested in the wild by a DJI employee. Johnny is a high roller going naked. No. But I do like the fact that this phone is plastic. It just makes it easier to hold on to. It's also a lot more durable and resilient than titanium or whatever the hell this is made out of, or metal or glass. I really hate that we got away from plastic builds on phones. It's just a superior material in my opinion. Estelle asking how I like it. So far so good. As a streaming phone, Central Tech has Bloor Collegiate students going there. Yeah, I just talked about that in my last video. I was talking about how the area around Bloor Collegiate might have been a bit on the quiet side, as all their students had been relocated here for at least a few years. Thank you, Boo Boy's Vlog. Sheena says, please hit the like and subscribe. Let's get Johnny to 95K. How far are we from 95K? Let's see. Let me pull up YouTube Studio. YouTube likes to hide the exact number from you guys. 94,963. We are 27 away. 27 subscribers away from 95K. And I think Jaycation is just about to hit 100K. If I keep wandering east here, we're going to end up going through UFT. Did I make the thumbnail with Photoshop? I use a program called Affinity Photo, and I have absolutely no skills at all. That's literally just a transparent image I use to make it. I'll hit 100K very soon. I hope so, but thank you for the kind words. So we are going through the heart of Harvard Village right now. Again, I think it's a bit of a quiet and underrated neighborhood in the city, in between the busy annex on Bloor Street and to the south. Well, this would be Kensington Market along College, but also Little Italy just west of there. George has gifted 1 gold tier membership to viewers. George, who got that membership? Mark D was gifted a membership by George. Mark D, Congrats on winning the lottery. Unlike Twitch, I don't think you can choose who wins them or who gets them. But thank you, George, so much. And channel members and Patreon supporters, I still need to get that exclusive video out to you for the month. Rose asking how it's going with the new phone. Streaming is going excellent, it seems. The battery's doing well. I'm at 75% with screen brightness at 100%. Lisa says I should go to Trinity College and walk the front door straight through to the courtyard. I won't be disappointed. Should I do that now? Will they let me through? We can be tempted to do that, since Trinity College will be coming up maybe in about 15 minutes. This is Brunswick Avenue here. We are in Lisa's neck of the woods. That's Brunswick Avenue, and I look south. Dirk G has gifted 1 gold tier membership. Dirk G. Who was the recipient of that? I can't see. Does the old Brunswick House still exist as Pat 75? No, it is now a Value Village. Fifi Connie. Congrats, Fifi Connie. Thank you, Dirk G. Dropping that one all the way from Germany. David says the color is vivid, warm, and also very sharp. New iPhone has a certain je ne sais quoi, says Mary.
He's probably the one that cleans the phone.
Henry went from a 14 Pro to a 15, and he said people noticed an improvement. I'm going from a regular 12. That bar was such a dive. I remember Brunswick House. And then you had James Joyce across the street. And of course the Maddie over on Madison Avenue. Bring back removable batteries for phones as 21st century visits. I think the EU is one step ahead of you. They'll be coming. I remember having that Galaxy S1 and dropping it, and then the back cover would fly off and the battery would be ejected, and then you just kind of pick them up and put your phone back together. I also remember going out drinking and running out of battery in the middle of the night and just pulling the spare battery out of my pocket and swapping them. Boom, instant 100%. And my Galaxy S2 and my Galaxy Note also had removable batteries. Jellybean has gifted a gold tier membership. Jellybean. Who got it? Who got that one? I can't see it. Bill Chow! Jellybean has gifted Bill Chow a membership. Thank you so much, guys. It's a good start for new members coming aboard. Thank you so much, Jellybean, and everyone else who gifted memberships, and welcome to those who just joined. And thanks to everyone who tuned in so far. We're at 429 viewers. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. We are 27 away from 95,000. Kind of a narrow sidewalk here. Just gonna let these people through. All right, we are at Robert Street. Is that a spare battery in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? Is the new iPhone worth the purchase, or is it still early, Christos? Despite all the positivity here, I can't get over how little of an upgrade it is as a phone over the iPhone 12. I'm gonna have to review this stream when I get home. But I definitely enjoy the brighter screen. And you guys have indicated the cameras are better, so those are positives. The battery life is better. But I'm still within my 14-day return period. But maybe I won't do that since I've committed to using it for a month starting October 1st. Ivan's Bikes BMW says, love seeing the bike lanes. Yeah, Harvard Street is very underrated and for so many reasons. There's a lot of great small businesses here. It's quieter. The cycle track is generally more pleasant than Bloor Street and College. It's a great east-west route, and it connects to U of T. Speaking of which, we're at Spadina. So I'm about to pass through U of T, where Lisa suggested we should go through Trinity College. Oh, that's me. Hello.
Hey, I'm from New Zealand. I used to watch your videos before coming over
Oh,
here.
awesome.
Yeah, I just got here like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, welcome. U of T student?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you.
So,
Cheers.
can I get a shout out?
Sure.
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly, all right. Take care. A student from New Zealand, giving a shout out to Kelly. Very friendly guy.
Whatever.
I hope he's enjoying Toronto so far. And we just hit 10K. There's the UFT across the street. And the 510 Spadina streetcar. Dude kind of looks like Harley. Fake mealtime. I remember when that channel was popular. And it spawned a ton of knockoffs. Now everyone's trying to be Mr. Beast. There's a look south. So just south of here, just south of College, is Chinatown and Kensington Market, some great neighborhoods. But we're gonna keep going this way. And we're at 447 viewers, thank you. And we've picked up a couple of subscribers. Thanks for doing the right thing. There's a musical instrument store on Harvard. I must have missed it. There is... Oh, my gimbal is acting up. There's Robarts Library on the left. The giant turkey of a brutalist library at the University of Toronto. Paula asks if I ever get to Tokyo, would I check out all the weird vending machines? The first few times I went there, I took a lot of pictures of those. And they are sadly lost, except for a Facebook photo album, which has severely compressed them. Pat says Robarts is such a monstrosity. It is. All right, we're getting to the point where I'm going to get a refreshing beverage. So we're just going to keep going east here. But when I cross the street, I'm going to crack open a bubbly. Rayama Kanada? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Arigato. Thank you for the 200 Japanese yen. Thank you so much for the support. As we are here at the intersection of Huron Street Harvard Street and Hoskin Avenue. Hoskin is just east of Spadina, but to the west it is Harvard. It changes names, I don't know. It's not like Bloor and Danforth where it's pretty obvious why they're different. Oh, sorry, this isn't St. George. We're a block from there. I am not paying attention. Just take everything I just said and pretend I say it again when I get to the next intersection. I'm gonna sit down here. Maybe just a small bowl of muesli for lunch was not the best idea. All right. This live stream break was brought to you by the good folks at Bubbly. You have no idea that it's brought to you by them. Today we're having orange, as it's one of two flavors in my fridge, the other being blackberry. And my cupboard has like 8 cases of bubbly. It's pretty much all I drink. And I have a soda stream. How wasteful. Imagine it's 2023 and a human gets most of their water from an Amazon warehouse delivered to them. All right, Bill Chow, thank you so much for your pledge there. I'm gonna get up and start moving in a second, guys. I'm just taking a quick break. We're still going with the minimalist shoes. I'm actually looking at getting a pair of Vivos. So these were sort of the gateway drug into zero drop, wide toe box, barefoot style shoes. And honestly, they have rendered all of my other shoes just completely unwearable almost. Got a pair of Adidas Stan Smiths that I do not like putting on as much as these, but those would be my second best pair. Hi Johnny, love your channel. Should you ever consider doing a walk along the Grand River in downtown Cambridge? That is a fantastically gorgeous spot. It's almost got kind of old European vibes to it. If I'm ever out there, I will. Squeaky Wheel says a week ago, you sat exactly where I am having dumplings. It was sort of a date. How did it end up? Jihyun says, what shoes are these? They are, I'm embarrassed to say, but they're from Amazon. They're a brand called Witten, W-H-I-T-I-N. You can probably find them by just going to amazon.ca or .com and typing Witten minimalist or barefoot. Sheena Roberts has gifted a gold tier membership to viewers. Sheena Roberts, thank you so much. Holy shit, guys. You guys keep pumping out membership. This is nuts. We've set some kind of a record here. But Chatty Cathy, welcome aboard, Chatty Cathy. All right, I'm going to get up in 30 seconds here. And think about what I want to have for dinner tonight. Oh, I sent myself an email. Sorry guys, one sec. I'm gonna get moving here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Squeaky Wheel says we're still dating. Well, congrats on interesting or good beginnings. I've been watching Love is Blind, the first 3.5 episodes in. It is not very good. Hopefully you're having a better experience than them. Estelle, no need. I appreciate that you're here modding. 21st Century Walks has become a member. 21st Century Walks, thank you. We're having a membership-a-thon. I need to send out a monthly update to the members. You get all the same benefits through channel membership as you do through Patreon. Although Patreon, you can message me directly through that platform, so there's a perk. On YouTube though, you get that cool little badge beside your name. I think those two things even each other out. I don't really push one platform or the other. Some people don't feel comfortable putting their credit card into the Google machine. I'm just happy you're here and watching. And now we are at St. George and Harvard and Hoskin, where I talked about earlier. And that hideous library is just to my left. When I cross the street, I'll turn the camera around and we'll get a better view of it. This is kind of the heart of the St. George campus. It's pretty light on people right now, but in the middle of the day, this would be pretty packed. Eva says, thanks for walking around your alma mater.
And I was like, you're talking to your friend.
Those two girls just started having a conversation right in front of me. I'll spin around. Harjat asking how my e-bike is doing. Chris St. Clair says, I'd like to send you a little Bitcoin, but there is no address posted. You know what, Chris? You could shoot me an email to johnnystrides@gmail.com. I do have a couple of Bitcoin addresses. Where are the private keys? Don't ask me. They are locked away. But just behind us here is the hideous Robarts Library. Shaped like a giant turkey. Can I zoom out more than? No, I can't zoom out more than that. Or Litecoin, whatever you wish. I have, for wallets, I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, of course, and Neo. I can't believe I have Neo still. A remnant from the shitcoin era. But I don't have any hot wallets. There's a guy saying, give me all your Bitcoin. Fun fact, Bitcoin does not exist on any physical devices. You cannot put Bitcoin on your phone or on a hard drive. You merely provide access to it. It exists solely on the blockchain. Pat75 says, I have no coin. You won't send me FTX coin. Hey, there's some athletic activity going on across the street there. I wonder. I'm gonna break in. Let's go for a walk along there. I think it'll be a little nicer. Amazing big difference in quality. Thank you. It's good to get that feedback. Because I gotta be honest with you guys, this phone was not cheap. It cost around $1,800 and I bought it purely for live streaming. So if there was not any noticeable difference between this and the iPhone 12, I would have taken it back. That's still an option, I guess, if I discover any deal breakers. But people have been commenting that the quality is noticeably better. There is a pretty awesome view. Chris Sinclair says when you mine up another 100 Satoshis, he'll send it to me. Wesley says, what street am I on? This is, or Hoskin Street. I almost said Harvard, but now that we are east of St. George, it is Hoskin Avenue. And there's a look at the tower. You can test that zoom and go right in on it. Cindy says the colors are brighter and the picture is sharper. Hopefully not in that kind of Samsung over-sharpened way. Whoop, I just lost it. I think my fingers are too wet. It's not letting me pinch to zoom here. Oh well. Diego says, hi Johnny, congrats. The new upgrade, the images look nice, thank you. I'm very pleased so far. Oh, I didn't know. I can see the likes now on the stream. It says we're at 199 likes. Thank you. Oh, someone's dog. I think the owner's just behind me. That soldier's tower in the center of the shot. Kartik says, oh wow, I changed my mind. Actually, when you, whoops, something's going on here. When you're still, the picture looks sharp and really good. You don't see the difference when I'm walking though. It seems to take some time to capture the colors. I think when you're moving around, it's really the RTMP protocol that's the blame. That's why it doesn't, that's why some live streamers use SRT. And I wouldn't use live streaming as an overall indicator of the camera quality. It certainly is an indicator of what the quality is like when you're streaming, but in terms of pre-recorded video, that's a different ball game. I'll try to make a walking video with it. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow morning. Just waiting for the light to change here. Lisa said to walk in the front of Trinity College here. Maybe we'll go right through it.
Until like
Oh, we've only got
end of October.
5 seconds to get across the street. All right, this is
Oh my god.
one of the most gorgeous buildings in the city. JJ says I should sing so we can take in a mic test serenade. Pat says if it stays stable where the other phones would buffer. Well, Lisa, let's see. Hopefully I don't get into trouble. I haven't had any buffering issues yet. But it seems with the screen on full brightness, I'll be able to get well over 2 hours of streaming in. All right, we're gonna go do as Lisa said or suggested. She said we will not be disappointed. I do have a can in my hand, making opening these doors a little awkward. Oh wow, I feel like I'm on a movie set. Oh, there we go. The picture quality just took a hit walking through that building. Straight through the doors at the back there. Lisa, I'm losing signal in here, unfortunately. This is not good. It says we are down to 3,000 bitrate and it is dropping. All right, guys, we're in a bad signal spot. So let's get moving back to outside where hopefully the signal will pick up.
The fuck is that?
Where is it? Wait, do you know?
Can you guys tell that the picture quality has gone down a bit right now? Or does it look fine to you? Because to me it should look nowhere near as good.
So Lois. Oh no. Now that happened.
What are you guys seeing?
Hey, Dylan, why would that? Why would
Pattern on the grass is incredible.
we had 6 hours of classes.
I'm just pulling out my phone here, my other phone, one sec. It's slightly pixelated. Yeah, it shouldn't look as good as it did before. We are I'm just checking the Rogers speeds here. I want to see the upload speed.
And I think I actually prefer like having morning classes because I wasn't gonna get anything done in the morning.
One sec, guys. I'm doing this for science. I don't know why the iPhone dipped so much there. There's plenty of upload here. All right, I'm gonna reboot the stream. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. This is a little experiment. Cindy says it's nice and clear. Michael says picture is not sharp. Yeah. It's gonna say stream ending. The stream is not ending. I'm just going to leave the camera here on the gimbal. I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna restart it. And this will give us a good idea if the picture resolved itself. So don't leave. If you're watching the stream, just stay put. I'll be back in literally like 20 seconds.
I don't know whether it's true or it's just exaggerated. That's you. That's
Okay, let's see if the quality gets back up. Okay, so there we go. How are we, guys? Are we back? It says we're back to full quality now. Alejandro says, better. That reboot was seamless. I don't know. I think the quality is markedly better on this one. I've compared Henry's iPhone 15 to his 14, and there was an improvement. So I think maybe the person making that comment needs to get their eyes checked, or they're using a crummy display. I don't know. But there we go. I've rebooted the stream, and we're back up to a full 6,000 bit rate. So I'm going to go back and rewatch that part of the stream where I rebooted just to see, because the bit rate of the stream should have doubled, which in theory should make the stream a lot better. And we are approaching Queens Park Crescent West. There's a look south. One sec, my phone is lighting up like a Christmas tree here with messages. One sec, guys. Let me see what this is all about. Okay, I got a message saying all right.
It's just not like it's better to have a base and posterior.
One sec, guys. I apologize for this.
You would actually spaz if you could hit it with those.
It's only me who likes the Gary.
Henry, what's up?
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, Henry. Hey, guys, I'm fiddling with my phone for a sec. But here's the one and only Henry.
Phenomenal quality, phenomenal quality. I definitely noticed.
Can you take over for a sec?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, guys, I'm going to put Henry in the driver's seat of my stream. I'm taking care of I've got an issue right now. I'll clip you into the mic. Awesome, we've got a new streamer. I've got something on fire right now I'm trying to take care of. So Henry comes up, you're in good hands, guys.
Hey Sheena, hey City, walks by Estelle. James Greenwood, Mr. Lingo, Emily Jellybean, Rain, nice to meet you. Hey, Pine Sol, Sanjay in Kingston. Johnny's gonna do his thing right here.
No, I've got
I'll resist the urge to do a selfie, but
Are you going live tonight?
I might. I'm not sure yet.
All right, guys.
If
This is Toronto Tech in Transit. Check out his channel. Give him a sub. Show him some love.
Hey, Mark D, David, Jacqueline S, Brad Palmer, Marie Palmer, Brad Palmer, the superstar, Jeanette Morales. Hey, howdy, Christos, Minazine. Sorry if I missed anyone. Boxman. Hey, Jay Smith. Great to see you watching the man. He's going to do his thing. Just doing some tweaking now, Johnny?
What are you up to right now?
I got to meet someone at 7 o'clock. And then maybe if I got any energy, maybe do a night stream.
It's 5:45.
Yeah. I make sure to come early though.
Do you want to walk with me down to maybe Queen's Park Station?
I'd love, yeah, sure. Sure, but I don't want, you do your
do you
thing,
wanna
man.
come? I gotta
The main
come
thing is what I want to do is I want to just give you a surprise here. GG NYC, great to see you. I just wanted to drop a surprise for you.
Oh, stay with me for like 10 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
Here's what we're going to do.
Oh, you're going to Queen's Park Station, all right.
I'm going to light myself up. All right, guys, this is a
Hey,
pleasant
GG
surprise.
NYC. Me and Johnny are iPhone twins.
Henry shows up on my stream and I put him to work right away.
Hey, Mike Zuger, Jim Martin, Armchair Traveler. Shouts out to Upstate New York Bob, Jamie 1985 if you're watching.
You're rocking your phone naked.
Just for now.
No,
I got a case, but I don't know if it's too flashy, so.
All right, now are both microphones lighting up on the mic there? Let me see. Yeah, good. Huge thanks to Henry for
Before we get too comfortable.
manning the ship there for a second while I was taking care of some very important business, might involve the CIA.
Surprise for you before you get too settled. It's a little something for you.
Henry, you are very generous.
Hey, Johnny's friends. Great to see you. Just want to drop by, check in on Johnny, but man, I'm definitely noticed a huge difference.
Someone was saying they didn't see any difference, but all the viewers, a lot of them have been saying everything looks better. And my bitrate dropped to 3000 and it wouldn't go back up.
That's weird.
And I had that problem with
I
my
don't-
iPhone 12 before too.
I don't think I've ever had problems here with Rogers before. Oh, now you're at 6,000.
Yeah. Well, I ended it and then I resumed the same stream. All right, let's.
I don't want to disrupt
No,
your flow.
come
I
on,
just want to drop you.
Let's go for a little stroll. Let's
Oh,
go.
man.
I'm making Henry. We're only gonna go down to the next subway station. Then I'm gonna wrap up.
Oh, okay.
So like 10 minutes.
Hey, sorry if I missed you. Hey, thanks for saying hi.
So there's a few of us live streamers in Toronto, but only 2 of us rocking the 15 Pros.
Yeah, I was asking Robert Saberwall if he's heard of any other streamers yet. So far, it's just us 2.
Oh, like kind of the New York guys have it? I know a lot of people have like the 14 and 13 Pros.
But what do you think so far, Johnny, as you're looking into the screen?
This to me looks the same, but I like the brightness. It's definitely improved over the 12. Like I can read the chat with my sunglasses on even.
Yeah, that's a 2,000 nits of brightness. There you go.
So that's definitely improved.
Yeah. You'll definitely notice more improvement when like when it's kind of shadowy now. It's hard, but like on a nice sunny day or.
Yeah, I think it's the non-streaming videos where you will really see the camera shine.
Yeah.
Because live streaming, you're limited in bitrate, and the streaming protocol is not the best. But everyone's saying it still looks better. I'm surprised. Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
So this is Queen's Park. We are going to head south down to Queen's Park Station. Henry said he has somewhere to be at 7. I'm going to let him off the hook way before then. Just remind me to grab that microphone back from you.
Yeah. Hey, did you get your bubbly? Oh, okay. I was gonna say the bubbly. Yeah. Hey, Jennifer Gala.
Mike Zuger says big upgrade, looks better. Thank you, Mike. Grande is the best size, Venti is too much, says Christos. So fun fact, Queen's Park is actually on University of Toronto land. It's been leased to the province. I think it's a 999-year lease for like $1. Is orange bubbly nice? I like all the bubblies. So how are you liking the 15 Pro Max?
Yeah, you're gonna try to hold it whenever you have a chance, or maybe
Alright.
I guess after this.
Sure,
Thing.
let me throw this out now. Henry, he's walking with me, but he's also chatting in the chat. Let me see.
Sure.
Here, we'll switch. If you drop mine, I'll drop yours. It's not that heavy. It's pretty nice without the case. I like it. It's like
Yeah.
not much difference from my S20. Size-wise even, they're very similar. Yeah, I think it's really once you put a case on them, they really start to feel big and clunky. But
Yeah, it's weird that with the case, I mean, you figure it's lighter, right? So even with the case it'll be lighter, but it's less of a difference with the case.
I like it. You're rocking LTE 71 battery, and this is the 5 times. Mine's just a 3. And I see you got the color that I got.
Yeah, we were blue titanium twins.
And Henry said he might be going live later tonight, so if you're curious as to the low light performance, you've got a battery pack on you to recharge that?
Yeah. I know you don't like battery packs, but with that, phew, you can easily stream for over 2 hours. And
How are you
with your
liking
eyes closed.
USB-C?
Yeah,
It's nice.
yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Oh, where are you meeting your friend?
In the financial district.
Oh, okay.
I just came from there, but one
Did
line.
you came up to track me down?
Yeah, on University, there was some problem at University and St. Andrew. So I had to walk all the way from there.
So this is Henry. We are going south on Queen's Park. We've done some collaborations before. I have a video where we walked through Harvard Village. And Henry did a live stream as well. We hung out together. Now Henry will influence Johnny to go naked too. No, this iPhone 15 Pro, if this was my daily phone, I'd be strongly tempted to go with no screen protector, no case. But I kind of, first of all, I'm on my return period. I'm on the first 14 days. So in case I have to take it back, I don't want the phone to get nicked up. Oh, someone yelling. And also, in case I need to sell it in a year or whatever, I want it to be in pristine shape. I've got my regular phone to like beat up and use without a case.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, after the stream, I'm gonna put the case back on. Just show the.
Do you have a screen protector on?
No, that's one thing I don't.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm really curious, when I'm done, I want to try taking the same selfie picture.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that.
Because
yeah.
I've got the screen protector and it goes over the dynamic island thing, and I'm pretty sure my quality is degraded because the selfie camera does not look good at all to me on this. So I think it might be the screen protector.
When you did a selfie earlier in the stream, it looked like you could notice a huge difference. It looked crystal clear when you were doing it earlier.
Henry says, this looks crystal clear.
Hey.
So if you are just tuning in, thanks for doing so. We started up at Bloor Street near Bloor and Ossington. And we're just gonna make our way down to College and I'm gonna finish up there. Andy Wood says, love these old houses. Used to think they were faculty homes. Everything on the left here is Government of Ontario. It's the Whitney block. And look what I got in my pocket.
Oh yes, the
always with me?
AirPods Pro 2nd Gen.
Always with me. Henry, you're
I
such a
heard-
negative influence on my life. You convinced me to go AirPods. You pumped up
Well-
the iPhone 15, and here I am with one.
And I heard you're doing a 1 month on October 1st. You're gonna try it out, the iPhone 15 Pro as your primary phone.
Yeah,
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, you may very well slowly convert Johnny to Apple.
no way. I can't do this. I can't do this. There's so many things you can't do.
Yeah.
a-
The screens, like
I like to
the
customize my
wallpapers
stuff.
are better. Like
You can't customize anything. They give you like a few little widgets. Right, here you go. No offense, Apple lovers. Only imagines as high as at 1080p. It is. Henry also streams 1080p at the highest bitrate YouTube will allow you is 6,000. But it's weird that Rogers dipped down to 3 and it wouldn't go back up until I like restarted the stream.
yeah, it's maybe it's just a time, like just a random timing. Like
But it was happening on my iPhone 12 before.
yeah, normally you should be fine there, Trinity College. Oh, that's what I try to do.
Minizine says Apple versus Samsung, who wins? For me, it's a pretty easy choice. Well, Marilyn, hi Johnny, just joined it now. Hope you didn't miss too much. Looking good. Well, we're about to sign off in a minute. So by not miss too much, I guess you missed almost all of it. But there'll be some more Toronto streaming later tonight on Henry's channel. The Ken Continuum streams around Toronto. Some of the other guys like Sapand and Epic Nation HD, I think, fire up streams every now and then. Try streaming in 1440p. There is an app on iPhone that will let you stream in 4K. And I actually did a 4K live stream before out in the wild.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
And my phone got hot. It was,
Yeah.
I could practically see smoke coming out of it. And it looked good, but it's like a heavily compressed 4K.
Yeah,
I-
with your iPhone 15 Pro and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, they got the AV1 decoder now. So it's going to help a lot with 4K streams.
Well, once
Well,
YouTube
once-
switches over
yeah.
to AV1. Hopefully they do. But we've made it. So this stretch of university coming up on the south will appear on tomorrow's video that I'm going to upload, but we have made it to the south side of Queen's Park, and this is where I'm going to end the stream. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed coverage with the new iPhone 15 Pro. This is a 256 gig model. There is Henry. He streams on
Nice meeting you all.
the Pro Max. Squeaky Wheel says would be a good idea to remind people to change their YouTube settings. Yeah, check your stream or video quality settings on YouTube. YouTube tends to nudge it down every now and then. Sometimes I can tell I'm watching on my 65-inch at home and it's clearly not 4K. I want to thank everyone who support during the stream. We got a lot of new channel members. Welcome aboard to our channel members. Huge thanks to our mods for doing their good work. And just thanks to everyone for watching. And special thanks to Henry from Toronto Tech and Transit for dropping in and lending a hand. He'll be streaming, I think, later tonight on his channel. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. Stay safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Yoink.